2 weeks before Arinze left Nigeria, Amoka's hands trembled as she pressed a razor blade against her palm, her blood mixed with his, a promise whispered in the dark, no matter what happens, we must never love someone else. But nobody warned her that promises sealed with blood don't just break, they haunt. Amoka and Arinze met at St. Timothy's Secondary School in Enugu. They were only 16 when they became best friends, and before long, best friends became lovers. Their love was young but deep, notes passed during break time, late-night calls under blankets, and dreams of a future together. 2 years later, everything changed. Arinze's parents won a visa lottery, and his father told him, "You're going to Canada. You must focus, no distractions." The news hit Amoka like a blow, but she smiled through it because she loved him. 2 weeks before his travel, Arinze called her to meet him behind the old chapel at school. Under the moonlight, he took out a small blade. "Let's do something so no one can break us," he said. "What do you mean?" Amoka asked, afraid. "A blood oath," he said. "To seal our love forever. We'll never love someone else or sleep with someone else." Amoka's heart raced. She hesitated. "But this is dangerous." He held her hand tightly. "If you love me, you won't say no. If you don't do it, it means you're ready to leave me for another man." The guilt hit her like a slap. She didn't want to lose him. So, with shaking hands, she agreed. They caught their palms and pressed them together. The blood was warm. The promise was colder. Then, Arinze leaned in and whispered, "Let's seal it fully. Let's become one." Amoka, still a virgin, froze. "It's just one time. If we're really meant for each other, this is how we prove it," he said. Tears welled in her eyes, but she agreed. That night they went to Arinze's home. In his bed, she gave him everything. 2 weeks later, Arinze flew out to Canada. They cried at the airport, promising to stay true. And for the first few years, they did. Video calls every night, sweet messages, gifts on her birthday. Amoka enrolled in the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, studying sociology. She worked hard, counting down the days till Arinze would return. But then, things changed. First, the calls became shorter. Then, they stopped altogether for days. His WhatsApp turned to, "Last seen days ago. Are you okay? Busy. Can we talk? No time." Amoka's heart started breaking bit by bit. 1 week turned into 3 with no proper conversation. She cried almost every night. Her friends said, maybe he's moved on. But Amoka couldn't let go. The oath, they had taken a blood oath. She couldn't even think of another man without feeling guilty. One morning, she packed her things and traveled to Onitsha to see Arinze's mother. Maybe something was wrong. Maybe he was sick. Maybe. But what she heard shattered her soul. "Amoka," the woman said kindly, holding her hands, "you are a good girl. But I pray my son finds a wife there. Someone with a better future. I don't want him to come back here." Amoka's ears rang. "Ma, what do you mean?" "I mean let him stay. Let him marry there. His life is better there." Amoka stood up slowly. Her chest felt heavy like a stone had been placed inside. "So he's not coming back?" "No, my dear. Move on. Amoka walked out of the house, shaking. She wanted to scream, cry, disappear. The blood oath. The sex. The promises. What was it all for? She ran home to her mother and cried on her lap. Her mother, not knowing the full story, wiped her tears and said, "Move on, my daughter. You will find someone better." Amoka decided to block him on all her socials and change her name so that he won't be able to reach her. But after she did that, Amoka couldn't move on. Every night, she saw flashes of that night, the blade, the blood, the pain. Her body rejected every man who looked at her with interest. The guilt was too heavy. The fear of breaking the oath too real. She started to fall sick, first headaches, then strange dreams. In one dream, she saw herself tied to a tree with red cloth, while Irene stood far away, laughing with another girl. By her final year in soccer, Amoka decided to move on, not knowing that even though Irene is not communicating with her, he is still in love with her. He haven't moved on, just lost her contact, and his wicked mother does not want them together. And deep in Canada, far from Enugu, Irene couldn't sleep at night either. He heard her crying in his dreams. He felt her sadness in his bones. But he could not do anything about it. His plans was to come back to Nigeria and look for the love of his life, while Amoka has already started going out with someone new and they are already planning future together.